What's going on? Happy 2024. Let's go. It is here. It has arrived. And what an exciting opportunity. Fresh start. It's always cool to have that new year roll around. It always gives us that starting point to move forward, and more so it gives us a good reason to set some goals personally, professionally. So happy 2024, y'all. I'm coming at you a year older. January 1st was my birthday, 39. So feeling good, feeling fresh, feeling how a 39-year-old version of myself should feel, I guess. So going into the year like that, open, trusting, just ready to take everything from the past 3 years, the journey that I've recently been on, and building on it now. Foundation's there, and it's time to start building. It's time to start going. So love it. Love being 39. Wouldn't change it for the world. Childlike spirit, though, I'm telling you. So I thought today, going into the year, we're just talking about goals and stuff like that. I got a pretty exciting goal for myself that I guess I'd share, and I've wanted to throw it out there and kind of almost test the idea and see how well I could explain it, and what more so kind of it's something that I'm going to be focusing on, because I'm a very systems oriented type of person, but I do think that goals provide us that milestone that keeps us heading in the right direction. We could self-correct and start self-directing in a way that if we feel we're veering from it, hey, we got to get back on track. So I do like systems because they run my day-to-day pretty much, but it is good to have that long-term goal. And one of mine is I want to write this book called Pay Attention. Balancing, enjoying life, and improving life. Really inspired by this idea right now. And you, like how we were just talking about goals and systems, right? Like the goal is writing the book. The systems are how the book is written. The day-to-day that goes into, or the week-to-week, the month-to-month, really. Like I'm giving myself a year, and what I've noticed, and thinking in past, like I get these ideas to write a book, and I get hot on it, like I'm rolling, and then that first kind of snag hits, and I stop. And I don't want that to happen this time. So what do I mean by that? Like, even if a snag hits, I'm going to just let it go. The system's going to be, nah, man, let it go for a little bit and then allow it to come back when it naturally does, like not forcing it. Big idea we talked about in episode 52 is, water the seeds that are working, and some of the seeds that you've planted that aren't working, like it doesn't mean you just completely forget about them. Like give them their time. The conditions will line up and then come back to it. But this book, Pay Attention, that I'm really excited about, is a learning adventure that I'm going to go on that has to do with what we find important and how that relates to the nervous system and what I'm calling in the book H and N and dopamine. So we know what dopamine is. That is the forward-leaning, exploratory drug that our brain provides us to seek more, want more, have more. It craves pleasure. It craves reward. Dopamine provides a lot of satisfaction in the moment when it is released. But this neuromodulator that can bring us so much achievement and so much gain can also tear us apart if we don't balance it with what are called here and now neurons, or H and N. And those are the present focused experiences that we're having in the day-to-day. That is taking a very forward-leaning approach to the experience of your life, and it's being engaged with your life. It's being creative. It's making things that are positive in the experiences around you. It's focusing on your relationships, your work, your education, your learning, like all those things that are happening here and now. And what I'm thinking is that if we could find a way to set and pay attention to high ambitions that we can achieve for ourselves, we give dopamine something to release to. But we also experience those positive emotions that come from serotonin, oxytocin, endorphin. All those things are present, focused, attention seeking responsibilities that allow that to occur. So I'm writing this book that has to do with the importance of what we pay attention to, because if we pay attention to the wrong things, it's going to be really hard to find that balance. And this idea is called salience. So salience is, I'll say, it is a term in psychology that basically means it's what we find important. It's what we're paying attention to. It's what our mind is focused on. And I think that if we can somehow find a way to work with and influence and collaborate that with that system, we can achieve well-being. So it's mind, body. And I'm really excited about this opportunity to write this book. And that's a goal of mine for 2024. And I hope that you have one as well. Because again, simply an idea, a seed that I've planted, that I've found because I've opened myself up a little bit more to the ideas that can come when you start paying attention to the right things. I'm excited for it. And I hope you're excited too, because 2024 can be a great year. It really can. I promise you. But we got to make sure that we're earning it. And we got to make sure that we're doing our best to do the right things. And we got to make sure that when we make a mistake or when things don't happen exactly as they should, that we do our best to learn from it. And then find a different way to feel and think about it. These are all really fun, creative things that we can do going into 2024. So my word, Anthony's word for 2023 was openness. Mine was trust. Those were really aligned well, and I really enjoyed our conversation about those two and how they intersected for him and I in 2023. But 2024, I think the word that I am going to base things off will be, let's go with curiosity, y'all. I'm going to be real curious in 2024 about what could happen. And I hope that you can find that curiosity too, to go into this year open-minded, high energy, and ready to get out there and make things happen. Love y'all so much. Mindset Monday 48. We'll check you guys on the next one.